This side I'm going to curl with my regular iron, but I'm going to show you a trick to make it a longer curl. So I have just my regular, and this one I do not need to point at the ground. Take about that same size section, and I'm going to come in a couple inches down, 3, 4 maybe even, because I'm not interested in having curl way up here. I want it to start part way down, mid shaft. Then I'm going to wrap that iron around about 2 times, and I'm leaving the ends out. And I have a similar amount of hair out here as I do here. So then when I go to actually take this out, I'm going to kind of unwrap it one. Then I keep it pulled a little tight and I pull through those ends so that I create a straight piece in this end and I create that elongated curl. You can see that it falls even longer than when you do it with the curling wand. Again, I have a little bit of a sparse extensions on the end, so it's not creating the most beautiful look, but it's about getting the technique. And I'm wrapping away from my face with this one too. So we do this one more time. In that mid shaft, wrapping it around about 2 times, maybe 3. Have some ends out, have some out at the top. And then while it's still closed, I kind of get rid of part of it. Then I keep it closed and I pull it out through the ends so that I create that length in those ends. And it's a slow pull through those ends. If you just yank it really fast, all you're going to do is pull your hair, and you're not going to get the smoothing that you were looking for. So there's the difference on those. This one hangs a little longer and a little looser. If you do it with the wand, you can really create waves. I like to then go through when I'm done with my hair and I actually brush this out to create even more wave. If you wanted this to be a little bit beachier, have more texture, this would be the perfect time to take a texture spray. 11 Australia just came out with a new one that's sort of amazing, and just give it a little blast, run your hands through it, and you'd get that more separated beachy curl. I'm going to do one more section just to make sure that you've got it, and to show you how I pull this down. So when I do my hair on a daily basis, I actually would complete the whole back now before I moved to this section. I'm not going to do the back right now though. Have my clipless curling iron pointed at the floor. I have it behind my section of hair, and I'm twisting it away, keeping some of those ends in my hand. And I pull it fairly tight. So it's really pressed up against that rod. You could do this with a regular curling iron. You might get a clip mark from where your clip is. You might get a little crease in your hair. But regular curling irons do just have a couple screws generally that hold this clip on. So you, before it's hot, could take those screws out and take that off. Just be aware that this tip would be really hot. And when you're using one that's designed for it, they usually have a place that you can touch there. So just exercise caution if you do that. So you also can twist this hair before you wrap it. I read once that that's how they do the Victoria's Secret angel's hair. So if you are basically a Victoria's Secret angel, that's going to be your skill set. You see that? Well, that doesn't look good at all. Well, oh, there it goes. So that creates an even wavier. So if you did your whole head like that, it would be a really beachy, softer wave. That would be ideal for all the sunny weather that we've been having. When I'm by my face, I barely wrap this because I want the lines around my face to be straighter than rounder. So I really pull that one out around my face. I'm going to do one more section on this side with the regular iron. I part my hair over here, so I do 2 sections off onto the heavier side. But on this side, you see that was only 2 sections. So really making time for this once you get the technique down doesn't take that much longer. I also I only wash my hair twice a week. I generally wash it at night, let it air dry for a bit, and then blow it out. So then when I get up in the morning, I'm just curling it. I don't have to make time to wash it and blow dry it. Even if you have to jump back in the shower in the morning, I have a sister-in-law who absolutely has to shower in the morning. You just throw on a shower cap, get in, wash your face, wake up, whatever it is that you need to do, but keep your hair dry. There is no reason to be washing your hair constantly. Okay, so I'm coming in about mid-shaft here, getting that 2 or 3 rotations, keeping some ends out. My extensions are making this not attractive. Then I'm going to kind of let one of those go, but I'm still wrapped around. I'm holding it tight and I'm pulling it through. So because I have 2 lengths of hair here, I just go in and pull this one. I'm just using that almost like a flat iron to pull those ends through. See, that created a better look. Trying to get, here. This doesn't have extensions. This will go better. As eager as you are to get back into the salon, so am I. I miss you, and I have just these few dead soldiers left that need to come out and be replaced. Secret's out, I wear extensions. Oh, that's beauty. Look at that. We keep that straighter piece. This kind of curl is killer on a lob or a chin length bob, because then you get those straight ends through here with the movement in here. It's amazing. But I've also used it on hair that's, mid-back, and it's looked awesome. See that pull? I'm almost pulling straight. So then I have this just really one curled around and then straight. It looks weird like this, but then when you do the whole thing, you blend it in, that's how you get that loose, not super curled wave. Where when you see with this one, you're getting more curl with the wand. You're getting it rounded out a little bit more. You're still getting those straighter ends, but there's more wave and curl to it. Where when you pull through with that iron, you're creating curl, not curl. Karen Hendricks is a longtime client of mine, and she calls it lazy curl. She likes just a lazy curl. See how lazy that is? And then this one is doing a little bit more. Especially you can tell from the front. There's straighter pieces here. It's not as voluminous and it's longer. So if you're interested in making your hair appear longer, you're doing it with the curling iron and you're pulling through those ends. If you're looking to get a little bit more of a wave through there, you're wrapping it around. I'm going to curl just one normal curl just to kind of with the iron to show you the difference, because this is probably closer to the way that you are curling your hair at home and you think, why doesn't it ever look wavy like when I get it done at the salon? So if you're doing your normal curl at home, you're putting this in here, you have all the ends, you have everything completely rolled up, and you're all the way up to your scalp. So now when I was doing this other curl, I had 2-3 inches that I was not touching my scalp on and a couple inches left out on the end. And then you're just letting it go. And then you're creating, it's not bad curl, but you're just creating this much shorter curl. So even when you pull it out and break it up a little, look at how, look at the difference there. This hair is the same length. This is how you create a softer face frame, and this is going to bounce you up a lot more. So I'll have to fix that. It's going to drive me crazy. But so that's kind of the difference for that. So I hope that you found this helpful. When I get all done curling all of this, I would spray it with, I start with Q and Freestyle. A lot of times I end with Q and Freestyle, just to kind of hold it. And then, like I said, I only wash my hair twice a week. So then I sleep with it up on top of my head with one of those kind of hair ties that look like an old school telephone cord. We sell them at the salon. They're called gummies. and it's creaseless. So I just put all my hair up here in a ponytail, not a bun, and sleep with it like that. I take it out in the morning, I brush it out, and then I recurl. Sometimes the whole thing, sometimes I just have to recurl parts. Generally, I don't have to recurl the back and stuff. That kind of holds its shape, and I just touch up the front. And that's how I can have my hair styled every single day because I do work full time and I do have a 5-year-old. So I'm also not interested in spending hours doing my hair. But once you get this technique down, you really can cruise through. Stay home, stay safe.